everyone, welcome to my channel RICHA. I am Richa. Today we are going to read more in this chapter, Prehistoric Rock Paintings. If you want to see the first two lectures, you can see the link in the description. So moving forward, the drawing and painting can be categorized into 7 historical periods. Period 1 is Upper Paleolithic, Period 2 is Mesolithic, and Period 3 is Chalcolithic. After period 3, there are 4 successive periods, but we'll confine ourselves here only with first 3 phases. Okay, in NCERT, we just have to read about the 3 phases. So, first is our Upper Paleolithic. Upper Paleolithic phase is the time where the painting are in linear representations in green and dark red. These are the two colors which you need to remember, green and dark red, of used animal figures such as bison, elephant, tiger, rhinos and boars besides stick-like men figures. Here you can understand that there were human stick-like figures like this, and around this human figure they used to draw elephant, you can say, and some other animals, like you can see here animals are there. Means around a stick like man there were figures of bison, elephants, rhinos. These a few are wash painting, but mostly they are filled with geometric patterns. The green are of dancers and red ones are of hunters. Red painting were of hunters. And the painting in green were of dancers. These two things are very important for 1 marks question. Moving forward, the largest number of painting belong to period 2, that is your Mesolithic paintings. During this period, the themes are multiple, but the paintings are smaller in size. In Mesolithic phase, there are multiple types of paintings, but the paintings are very smaller in size. And hunting scene was predominant. The hunting scenes depicted people hunting in groups armed with barbed spears, pointed sticks, arrows, and bows. These pointed sticks are like this. You can say bhala. In some painting, these primitive men are shown with traps, snares, probably to catch animals. The hunters are shown wearing simple clothes and ornaments. Sometimes men have been adorned with elaborate headdresses and sometimes painted with masks also. Elephant, bison, tiger, boar, deer, antelope, leopard, panther, rhinoceros, fish, frog, lizard, squirrel, and at times birds are also depicted. These are the animal depictions. The men of that time drew these animals: bison, tiger, leopard, panther, etc. So, the Mesolithic artists loved to paint animals. As we are seeing, the hunting scenes are predominant and they are mostly depicting animals on the walls of the caves. So this means that the artists, they love to draw animals. In some pictures, animals are chasing men. In others, they are being chased and hunted by men. यहाँ हमें बताया जा रहा है कि कोई कोई पिक्चर में ऐसा देखा गया है कि जो आदमी है वो एनिमल्स को हंट कर रहे हैं, यानी कि उनको डरा रहे हैं, उनको खदेड़ रहा है, और कहीं कहीं ऐसा दिखा है कि आदमी उस समय के जो है वो खुद एनिमल्स से डर रहे हैं. वही लिखा है कि एनिमल्स आर चेजिंग मैन एंड इन अदर दे आर बीइंग चेस्ड एंड हंटेड बाय मैन. Some of the animal paintings, especially in hunting scenes, show a fear of animals, but many others show a feeling of tenderness and love for them. There are also a few engravings representing mainly animals. Basically, this passage is only talking about animal and people. types of animal, and their relation with people of Mesolithic period and their paintings. Though animals were painted in naturalistic style, humans were depicted only in a stylistic manner. In those times, the people, the artists of that time, they drew animals in a naturalistic manner, and humans they drew in a stylistic manner. Women were painted in both nude and clothed. The young and the old equally find place in these paintings. Means here all the generations, the old generation, the young generation people, all the peoples, means when they were representing them in stick like form, they used to show all children stick like, old people stick like, every generation, each and every generation were drawn there on the walls. The young and the old equally find place in these paintings. Children are painted running, jumping, playing, and community dances provide a common theme. There are paintings of people gathering fruits or honey from trees and women grinding and preparing food. Some of these pictures of men, women, and children seem to depict a sort of family life. Their pictures are found, maybe there are pictures where they are showing family life. Some kind of family like pictures might be there, like this, four people in a family, like thumb impression, hand impression. They have been found on some walls of the caves. Okay, moving forward. The artist of Bhimbetka used many colors including various shades of white, yellow, orange, red, ochre, purple, brown, green and black. But white and red were their favorite colors. You need to remember these two names, white and red color, which they used, which were their favorite colors. The paints were made by grinding various rocks and stones. They got red from hematite. The green came from green variety of a stone called chalcedony, and white might have been made out of a limestone. The rock of a mineral was first ground into a powder. This may have been fixed with a water, also with some thick or sticky substances such as animal fat or gum or resin from trees. Brushes were made of plant fiber. So what they used to do, they used to bring some stones, or you can say different colors, and they used to grind them. You need to remember the color, red color they used to get from hematite stone. Chalcedony stone was used for green color, and limestone they used for white color. They used to grind it, and they used to pour some water or sticky substance, that is your fat. After mixing it together, the color was ready for them, and they used plant fibers as their brushes to paint, and then they did their painting on the canvas, which was their caves. What is amazing is that these colors have survived thousands of years of adverse weather conditions. It is believed that the colors have remained intact because of the chemical reaction of the oxide present on the surface of the rocks. Now, if you see this picture, you might have a question in your mind, that how these pictures have survived for these many years. Because nowadays, if we draw something in a sheet, just if we pour some water, gone. But how these are surviving? These are surviving because the colors have remained intact, and the reason behind it is that there might be a chemical reaction with oxides. the chemical reaction of the oxide present on the surface of the rock. This is the reason. Okay, let's move forward. The artist made their painting on the walls and ceilings of the rock shelters. Some of the paintings are reported from the shelters where people lived, but some others were made in the places which do not seem to have been living spaces at all. Perhaps these places had some religious importance. Now here this paragraph is telling you about where the people used to draw. Till now we have come to know that they did their drawing work on the caves, okay, walls of the caves. But where? Top, down, bottom, where? So they are saying that ceilings of the rocks first. Some of the paintings are reported from shelters where people lived. Okay, obviously their house means at that time they didn't have a house, they had caves. So that is only the reason. But some others were made in the places which did not seem to have been living space. There might be some religious places like we have temple. So there also they did some paintings. Okay, places. One may wonder why early human chose to paint on a rock in such an uncomfortable position. The painting made at these places were perhaps for people to be able to notice from a distance, so that people could notice from a distance. The painting, though from the remote past, do not lack pictorial quality, despite various limitations such as acute working condition, inadequate tools, materials, etc. There is a charm of simple rendering of scenes on the environment in which the artist lived. The men shown in them appear adventurous and rejoicing in their lives. Here men are represented so adventurous. The animals are shown more youthful and majestic than perhaps they actually were. The primitive artists seem to possess an intrinsic passion for storytelling. This line is telling the entire story of prehistoric age. As we can see in the caves, they have drawn the picture in such a manner that it's saying the entire story. And from these pictures only we have at that time how the people lived. They did hunting, the children used to play, run, the women used to cook. So many things they have represented through painting. These pictures depict in a dramatic way both men and animal engaged in struggle for survival. Yes, we have read in hunting passage that men were chasing animals and animals were chasing men. In one of the scene, a group of people have been shown hunting a bison. In the process, some injured men are depicted lying scattered on the ground. In another scene, an animal is shown in the agony of death and men are depicted dancing. These kinds of painting might have given man a sense of power over the animal he would meet in the open. Here we can see that these lines are similar to what I said you just now. And moving forward to this paragraph, this practice is common among primitive people of today also. Yes, we can see in Jharkhand side where the ladies of the house, they draw something in their angan, you can say in courtyard, and on the walls also you can see they engrave or paint on rocks as a part of the ritual they perform at birth, at death, at coming of age, and at the time of marriage. They dance masks during hunting rites to help them kill animal difficult to find or kill. Let's move forward. So you can see this is a picture of hunting scene. Hunting scenes predominate in Mesolithic painting. This is one of such scene where a group of people are shown hunting a bison. Some injured men are depicted lying scattered on the ground. These paintings show mastery in skill of drawing these forms. Okay, this is the dancing scene. this picture, handling dancing picture, this is the handling dancing picture, and this is from the Lakhuriya rock painting of Uttarakhand. You have to remember this handling dancing figure. See, okay. Painting of individual animals show the mastery of skill of primitive artists in drawing these forms like dancing and all, hunting and all. It is interesting to note that at many rock art sites, often a new painting is painted on top of an older painting. You will comment me and write the answer. What is the name for doing a painting on the top of an older painting? Okay. At Bhimbetka, in some places, there are as many as 20 layers of paintings. They used to draw one painting, okay, over that they used to think no, it's not good. Then again with different color they used to draw it. With this only different so many layers they did. And how many layers are found? 20 layers of painting, one on the top of another. Why did the artist paint in the same place again and again? This I have said you in my in my second lecture, that their people used to draw over one painting, and they did so. The reason we'll read here. Maybe this was because the artist did not like his creation and painted another painting on previous one. The reason might be that he didn't like his painting, or he wanted to create another one, or some of the painting and places were considered sacred or special, or this was because the area have been used for different generation of people at different times. Or the second most reason would be that particular place would be very religious to them. So what they used to do? They used to superimpose the paintings. Next. These prehistoric paintings helps us to understand about early human beings, their lifestyle, their food habits, their daily activities, and above all, they help us understand their mind, the way they thought. Prehistoric period remain a great witness to evolution of human civilization through the numerous rock weapons, tools, ceramics, and bones. So this is very important line. More than anything else, the rock painting are the greatest wealth the primitive human being of this period left behind. Today, what we are seeing as evidence of prehistoric age are the paintings which they have left behind. So, thank you for watching. For today's lecture, we'll end up over here. Soon I'll come with the second chapter. Till then, stay connected. Thank you very much.